And hello, everybody. Welcome to the
Hello.
Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. I hope you guys are all doing well. With the 420 launch time, uh, do what you will with that. Get yourselves a beverage if you need a beverage. I'm going to get a Dr. Pepper. Uh, Foxy, Roxanne, did you need any beverages?
I have Sprite for myself.
Excellent, excellent. So, if you guys didn't know, this is Roxanne. Wait,
Hello, everyone.
trying to point at this. She's helping me out. She's another fish tube family member and a sweetheart, an intelligent girl, woman. And I'm feeling a little puffy, swollen, tired tonight, and I needed a little help. And the other thing is, this is the last stream of 2020. So, yay, this godforsaken year is almost over. And, I couldn't have done it without all of you. And so, we're going to invite folks up throughout this stream tonight. After I grab my soda real quick. I might cut out real quick when I go to the driveway to get. I'm keeping all my stuff outside because it's colder out there than in the fridge.
The refrigeration. I totally understand. I live in the Northeast. We do similar stuff.
Yeah.
How is everyone tonight? Hello, Jamie, Christina, Fireline, Neon, Glass Box, Fox, Fish Dreams, Larry D's. Everybody, how's everyone today? We have a frozen Alex. um, hmm. Hello, Muppet. Hello, William.
Okay. There we are. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for the internet. Apparently, it's busy in the neighborhood also. So, okay, let me deal with this. Okay. All right, guys. So, what's going on tonight? I just want to say thanks and see what we have planned for the next year. What are our hopes and dreams? Um, I'll switch this around real quick because my fish are being cute. Uh, do.
Cute fishies always wanting all the camera time.
I know. So I went to Aquarium Co-op the other day and I got a new coconut hut and the you can see she's under there. The new Nana Chromis is under there already. I even left it completely full of dirt so that they had to excavate it themselves. And
Mm.
probably 15 or 20 minutes ago is when I put it in there right before the live stream. And she's already dug herself in there. She's all excited because she's got her eyeliner all bright pink. You guys are kind of matching.
Oh, yeah, we are. I
So,
swear we didn't communicate before stream.
yeah, not at all. In fact, to a degree that I apologize for. This was a very last moment thing. I said, "Hey, do you want to come up and help me host and say hello and just chat, hold it down for me while I
Freeze frame. I agree, Larry. It is way too cold. Hello, Muppet. Hello, Jamie Lee. Hello, Laura. Hello, Petzotics. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Thomas. Alex will be right back. So yeah, this stream tonight is about this upcoming year's future fish room hopes and dreams,
Want
or
her to
just
have
your
the
fishing
cave.
hobby.
Um,
Oh, you're back. Okay. Hello.
all right, there we go. We're back. Could you guys hear me? I think I cut out for a while, but it looked like I was back on.
He's gone now. He'll be right back, guys. Excuse the technical difficulties. Hello, Alan Tooth, Fish Dreams, Nigel Del Rocket, John McKenzie.
All right, I'm gonna use wireless. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm gonna use wireless instead of my Wi-Fi. I'll just use my data. I'll just suck up the last of my data for the month, but whatever. So we had a pleco try to steal her little cave, and she's just rocking it with her colors, and she has her ovipositor out, so she's excited about that cave. And it looks like all the suitors are kind of checking it out. They left their caves over here, and they're coming by, seeing what her new digs are all about. Even the crib was checking it out. So
The
silly little
pheromones have
cichlids.
been released.
Yes, exactly. Well, and another thing that's going on is this guppy is giving birth, and so all the male guppies are going to bug her. And in fact, I'll probably have to move her in a little bit when after the first baby comes, because you can see they're just pestering her
Before
beyond
she has too
belief.
big of a fan club.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I was gonna say I want to make an announcement again about um, a pretty cool um, deal that is going on, and that is through Aquatic Arts, who I support definitely, and they have a deal going on right now that is, if you buy a gift card, you get 20% off. So essentially, you buy $100 gift card, it only costs you $80. And if you email them after you do that, they're gonna let you then later stack my codes with it. So you can get 30 or 35% off total. And so basically you could put that money away. If you have some Christmas money or whatever you want to spend. I mean, somebody last night told me that they put $500 down. It cost them $350 essentially. And then they're going to wait for stuff to go on clearance or sale at Aquatic Arts throughout the year, and you don't even need a code for that. And then they're going to use the Secret History 10 or Secret History 15 if you're new to, if you haven't used that code, and then they get that extra amount off the gift card once it's redeemed. But you have to email them when you buy it and just say, hey, Alex sent me here, just to anywhere on their info thing at Aquatic Arts, and you can get that deal. So I know I'm going to do it so that I can have some spending money on there. But I mean, it's a pretty sweet deal to be able to get,
That is a
spend,
very sweet deal. Maybe
yeah,
I'll get
spend
one too.
spend 65 or $70 and get $100 at their, thing. Kind of covers their expensive shipping, which I know is really expensive, and a lot of people have issues, like are very annoyed with their shipping prices. But overnight shipping is pricey,
And
pricey
just consider
indeed.
it a future investment in your fish opportunities for 2021.
That's right. And so I hope to also keep working with Aquatic Arts in 2021. This is my fourth year working with them. And I started with them when they were literally four people at a company, and now they've built this pretty big online site, and they will contact me and ask me, hey, we're ordering stuff, is there anything you guys want on your site, like on your YouTube. So they've been really cool about, like, if I'm trying to get a hold of some half beaks, or if everybody's been saying, oh, we want the little black Venezuelan cories, being able to get a hold of those things. So in the new year, I'll have them to work with, and then I'll also have Jason at Redfish Bluefish, who's about an hour north of me, that we should be probably doing some special work with and teaming up with. Plus, he's going to be holding kind of an aquascaping expo or gallery, where the idea is he'll have probably 2 to 4 tanks at a time that are like 50 or 70-gallon, big, kind of like this, the rimless with the twin star light and everything concealed, glass lily tube piping and everything. And then we'll do different aquascapes, and they'll stay for 6 months or 4 months and rotate through. And that's his kind of idea, especially once his store opens, to kind of have that in the center of the store. And so he's invited me and Bentley, and I think like people, Oliver Knott and Chris Lukopf and folks like that. He's trying to get in on the mix too, so
That
it
sounds
could be kind
really
of cool.
exciting.
Yeah, and then of course he does his live streams, so that should be it should be out and about that way. It's good to see folks in the chat. I see Kevin and Mary and Dan and Scott and Cassie B. Hey,
So
Cassie.
many good people. All the cool
Yeah,
people are here tonight.
yeah. Still in ya, Muppet, Fish Tropic, Jan Burden, John McKenzie, Sunny Doan, Here Fishy, Freshwater Canucks, Glass Box Fox. Yeah, we got lots of people in here. Kevin, I'm sure this is not what you had imagined when Alex asked you to help. Yeah, probably not, right? You're like, what am I doing? What do we do? Um, Oh, Myrgel, how's it going? So the other thing that I am going to do, oh wow, okay. So we're working through live stream or StreamYard, sorry. And so bear with me if I miss something, but if you have a question, just say at Alex or at Secret History and we'll try to get it for you. Or at Roxanne or at Foxy Roxy. Um, and
Something.
by the way, I see a $10 super chat. Wow, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I really do. We'll put it towards good use in 2021. And the other cool thing is that I've got some gift cards coming. I don't know how many yet. Aquatic Arts did say that they're going to give me some gift cards, and I'm going to be giving them out to you guys in the comments over the next few days, like probably between now and I don't know, January 2nd. But I've got some 25 and some $50 gift cards, and so I'm going to be giving them out just to people who are being kind, who are answering questions. So no rhyme or reason other than people being a positive influence in the community, and I'm gonna try to spread some cheer that way.
Or random acts of kindness for random acts of
That's the
kindness.
announcement part of the bit for so long. And so, Roxanne, I want you to know. I want you to go ahead and let people know where they can find you and what. Let's hear about yourself a little bit.
Um, well, my channel's Foxy's Fishes, and it's just the myriad of tanks that I keep throughout my house. MTS is real people. Don't ever doubt that. A year ago, I didn't have a tank. Now I have 7 tanks and a 110-gallon pond. And this year, I plan on um, upgrading houses so I can start my own fish room. So I'm really excited about that. And there's so many babies going on. So a lot of my channel is just updates on my tanks. Fry, my accidental fry that keep happening, like my celestial pearl danios, they're doing so well. And the hilarious happenings of my golden girls, my mystery snail bunch.
Very nice. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. It said I had a little note that was like your microphone is not hooked up any longer, and I was like, what? I just plugged it in. All right, guys. So I'm gonna post a link so that if we have other folks in the community who'd like to hop up, say hi, show us the tank, just have a question, whatever it may be, we'll allow a couple people up at a time, and we'll have a nice little hello. I like to put faces with names and names with faces. It's the same thing. I like to do the same thing. I'm a very redundant person. So, all right. Let me post that link in the chat. I might disappear for a sec while I do that, but I'll be back.
Yeah, guys, please come up and visit with us. I'd love to hang out with all of you guys. See what's going on in your fishy rooms, in your tanks. So lately, my CPDs, I think they are on their third spawning hatch. And I just found 2 more CPD fry just a couple of days ago. So I'm gonna have a lot of CPD fry or juveniles come spring.
Oh,
So
right on.
exciting.
That's exciting. Oh, it looks like we had somebody pop in as a guest, but then they disappeared. I don't know what happened. Mysteries. Well, yeah, CPDs are always a great little critter to be spawning. I feel like you always have room for more CPDs. It's just kind of life.
And you never have enough. You can never have enough.
Right. Yeah, I feel like they never really school in a size that's, large enough that you're like, oh, that's too many. Better cut down on the CPDs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. The zebra Danio fry, however,
Oh yeah.
they school quite nicely. They're getting really big. For 5 weeks, they've already got their coloring, their stripes. They're already doing their spawning dance. So
Yeah.
I think they're sizable enough to put back in with their parents now. So
Yeah,
excited
those
about that.
guys, they grow quick and they swim like none other. I mean, those things,
Yeah.
you don't need a power head. They're their own power head.
Yeah, they are. They're
Like,
very quick and they will jump. So be careful.
yes, exactly. So,
I've never
let's
had any
see.
special pearl Daniels jump, but I have had zebra Daniels jump before.
All right, let's see here. Let's add on. We've got add to stream. We've got Goldfish Nigel. And let's hold
Welcome,
on one sec.
goldfish, Nigel.
Do we have audio or are we just, looks like we maybe just video? Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Can you hear
hello.
me?
We can hear
Hey.
you.
All
Hello.
right. I'm just getting dialed in here.
That's all good. I know how it goes. I'm learning on the StreamYard stuff too, so I feel you.
All right. Now here's a few for you here. I've got one here in a salt bath. Look at these babies over here.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh.
And here's the fry that have been on before, if you can see them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So are they
Those are Tyarandas. I'm going to run down in the
okay.
basement and show the parents here in a tad.
Nice. So Nigel, do you have a channel where people can check you out?
Well, I'm not a fish tuber.
Okay.
Here's some angels. You've seen them before.
Wow, they're active tonight. They're
Yeah, they're kind of freaking out. And here's these 2 in here. They've destroyed all the water lettuce.
that's a good thing sometimes. The
I
duckweed
don't
is the better thing.
And here's my ones with the funny eyes.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Popeyes.
I know. They got two moors here and a couple of water bubble eyes.
So what are those called? I don't know goldfish that well. Like what's that trait called or that type called?
The water bubble eye, the Chinese water bubble eye.
Water bubble eye. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And yeah, and the other two are moors.
And can they
Oh,
still
I love
see and everything?
Blackmore. Mhm.
Yeah,
And
the black moors are great. I agree.
already, these are calicos I've got in a sterilite. I've got a lot of fish in for the winter. I've only got the common ones out in the pond.
Yeah, you know, they've studied goldfish trying to figure out what's in their blood that makes them, they have a natural antifreeze in their blood. And they,
I want to ask you more about that, Alex.
yeah,
Especially the bit about the digestion going from aerobic to anaerobic.
yes, yes. So what happens is when they go into their state, which is I guess stasis is the term that they like to use, scientifically speaking. They then they don't use the oxygen in their blood. They actually start using copper, I believe it is, in their blood to carry other nutrients into parts of their body. So their immune system still works, but their brain and nervous system doesn't need the oxygen to stay awake, so to speak, because it's not really awake. They're actually kind of like zombies. And that's why when they're actually in a true hibernation, it takes some time for them to get back out of it. So they're actually studying it because they're trying to figure out what's going on. They know that horseshoe crabs and some other animals actually have blood that instead of using iron uses like copper, and they have blue or green blood animals where they use copper instead of iron as blood as their main blood mineral. So yeah, it's cutting edge stuff. Here, I'll put you back on the big screen.
Yeah, I'm out here at the pool now. These are the ones that are left out. They're comets and common goldfish. And over the last few days, we've had 19-degree nights. And this water temperature today, because it was in the 50s here today, the water temperature here is 90. So
Wow.
they're rugged. And this is my trickle filter here I've got running. And I've got 3 sponges on this pool as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And this thing actually stopped, and I thought it was frozen, but of course it wasn't. It was plant debris from the water lettuce messing with the water pump. But yeah, but they're all doing great out here.
Well, I'm welcoming Kevin up, and so after you show us your goldfish, we'll have Kevin come on up. But continue away with your goldfish, whatever you want to show us, Nigel. Thank you.
Yes, I'm headed down to show you the parents of the fry here. I watched your show earlier today about the plants and all of that. My son is heavily into plants.
Oh, melting. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Kenny, welcome to the stream. Kenny, you're welcome to come up and join Roxanne and I tonight as well. We would love that. We're just kind of, I'm thanking everyone. I don't usually have folks up on the screen, so to speak, other than me or people I'm with in person, but it's the fish family that makes this channel possible. And while we're just chatting and saying good riddance to 2020, we're having people up and saying hello and just hanging out. So if you feel like it, come on up. And Kevin, there we go. Kevin's back in the queue. Yeah.
Welcome back, Kevin.
What's going on? Let me change my camera.
Wow, those are nice goldfish, Nigel.
Yeah, these are Thai arandas I got from Zal's Fancy. He's a farmer in a goldfish farmer near Atlanta, and he breeds goldfish and raises goldfish the Japanese way.
So what's the Japanese way? Is that like how does that differ? Pardon my ignorance.
Uh, the whole 20 to 30 gallons per fish rule,
Ah, okay.
as opposed to a more condensed way of breeding and raising goldfish.
Sure, sure. So do you know what
But
type of filtration that he uses then with that? Like, I mean, like, is it just,
lots of water, lots of water changes, and
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and he you can't go to his farm because he doesn't want any disease to come in. He doesn't have any disease at his farm,
Oh,
and
wow.
oh yeah, and he does scrapings and everything to make sure there's no parasites that get on any of his fish. But what
Wow.
I'm running here is a big 120 gallon sponge and a 40 gallon inside filter. I believe it's an Aquion with zeolite. That's all that's in this is zeolite to hold my pH steady. I've got 4 adults here in a 55, and already I've had 2 spawns, and that's not supposed to happen.
Wow, yeah.
Nature
So,
will always do what you
Here's my
don't
guppies.
want
They
it or
usually
expect it
outside
to.
in the summer.
oh, nice. So have you played with putting your goldfish in with real plants or plastic plants or anything like that?
Outside, well, inside they tend to eat the plants. And
Yeah.
even if they're plants, they say goldfish won't eat the goldfish. Will chew them up and
Yeah.
slowly dissolve them and eat what they want.
Yes.
But yeah, all of my goldfish tanks, and these are some more. These are your common Japanese strain from like the 50s and 60s of Aranda that you can buy in any pet store. It's an old Japanese strain of the Aranda.
Hey, Kenny.
All right. Hey, Kenny,
Yeah.
how's it going, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
No, not a whole lot. Just checking out these goldfish at Nigel's. I don't know enough about goldfish. I mean, I've had them for years when I was a kid, and I feel like I need to learn about them again.
I'm the same way. I've got all these tanks, Alex, and not a goldfish one.
Yeah, me neither.
I
Well,
was never into goldfish until goldfish were thrust upon me, which is why I had the 110-gallon pond I had it filled with blackmores, and they were awesome little guys, my little water puppies I called them, and they even begged for pets, so I'd have to pet them every day or they would pout.
That's funny.
But all of these guys I have in the tanks here in the basement, they were the ones in the pool. Only the comets are in the pool for the winter. I brought them all in, and I'm used to replacing about 2 or 3 gallons of water a day in each of these tanks, just so I don't have any other heavy maintenance, and it's easy. And
Yeah, I kind of do that same top off regiment with a lot of my tanks too.
and I just vacuum out. I keep a bare bottom and just vacuum out whatever mulm there is and replace about 2 or 3 gallons a day, and that's fine. That's going to get them to the winter until they get back out into the pools, and but yeah,
great.
Alex, if you have goldfish, it's like having a dog.
Yes, I can concur.
just keep it clean and they do the rest, and they'll definitely eat all of the time.
That background's really neat. Is that just a wall behind there, or is that some sort of false background?
Yeah, I'm down in the basement, Alex.
Nice. It looks really natural, actually. I mean, just the big brick.
Well, how's this for nature? How about a nice brown algae right here?
Perfect. I'm sure they love it.
Goldfish are in heaven with that.
Yep. Well, awesome. Hey, Nigel, I don't want to cut you too short, but is it okay if we check out what Kevin's got going on?
Yes, because that's why we're all here. We're here to
All
see
right.
everybody.
Right on. Well, thank you for coming up. And another time,
Thank you,
I'm
Nigel.
glad to have anyone up here when we do a showcase too in the future if we want to, spotlight a couple things. But yeah, let's thank you so much, and let's see what Kevin's got going on. I'm switching Kevin up to the big screen.
What's
Welcome,
going on,
Kevin.
guys? Hey,
Hello, Kevin.
this is my 20 long golden white cloud tank, and I got some glow light Daniels in there.
Nice. Yeah.
I
Just a
love
bunch
it.
of rocks, and I got some manzanita in there, and some water lettuce, some wasser
Yeah.
tank.
So are
Yeah, they're
you
doing really good.
what's your water change regiment like in there? What's your maintenance, I should say? Do you use fertilizers or anything like that at all in there too?
Yeah, I use Easy Green,
Okay.
and water change, I do maybe 20% once a week. 100% RO. And I'm
It
running
looks
Nice.
amazing.
a Finex Stingray with an AquaClear 50.
Nice. Welcome, Scott. We've got Scott in the queue now too. So
Hello,
hello.
Scott.
This is my 75 Blackwater.
Nice.
I
That is
just
beautiful.
I just changed it up. I just put 50 cardinals in there. It was a community, but I want to do cardinals and then some apistos.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. I mean,
I'm
angels would
working
be incredible in there too. I mean, you could do anything in there. Discus, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I'm working on a substrate right now from Tannin Aquatics. I got a bunch
Great.
of botanicals.
Oh, very cool. I really like them. I've thought about reaching out to them and asking if, if they'd let me show off some of their products just because I'm curious to play with them, and maybe I could finagle my way into getting something free or a discount.
Yeah, they're really cool. They got some really cool stuff. But
Let me
yeah,
dig
so like I said, there's 50 cardinals and I got 15 marginatus pencilfish. This I do maybe 20% once a week, and I'm running a Fluval 3.0, not for the plants. I just love it for the, how you can change the sunset to sundown. I like that.
Yeah, that's a nice feature.
And then my other 20 long, I'm actually breeding coral reds in here.
What? Oh, they're
Oh, wow.
beautiful.
Those are really pretty. I've only seen
Yeah.
those at the Wet Spot Tropical in Portland for sale.
They're so cool.
I think
Yeah.
I
And then
just
I
found
got
a new
about
fish I gotta search out.
Yeah.
13 ruby tetras.
I love ruby tetras. Ruby tetras are my secret barometer for all my tanks. So if I have a tank where I worry about the tannin, man, those are beautiful. Where I worry about things swinging like the pH and stuff, ruby tetras, they lose their red so quickly when they're stressed out that they're just such a great way. Like, they're not going to die right away, but they will lose their red before any other fish shows any other signs. So even like a 0.2 change in pH, they'll show it. So I use them as my little, like, oh, they're turning colors, I better check what's going on in the tank,
Right. And then I used to have a pair of, this is wild caught cockatoides. This is my favorite buddy right here. He's
Oh,
cool.
beautiful.
But
Look at that mug
I
on
lost
him.
I lost the female like a month ago. She
Boy,
was
don't
just
we know
old
that
age.
story.
But yeah,
That's got that's sorry.
I'm just trying to decide if I put him in the 75 with a bunch of other females, or if I just leave him in here and then go with some different pistols in the 75.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Wow, look at all that immersed growth. Wow. What
That
is
is
that?
beautiful.
It's this is red root floater and what is that? Japan SP or whatever.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Like Japanese money wart or something like that.
Yeah, and I just got it up on this wood here.
Oh yeah, I
And
see. There's some tripartita too, hydrocaudal tripartita. That's really cool. Yeah,
it's just
Yeah,
growing. It's crazy.
it's a great
that's
island to
great.
have up top.
That's great. Wow, thank you for sharing, Kevin. How many tanks do you have?
I have one more upstairs, but it's kind of loud up there right now with the kids. I have a 3-gallon up there with 7 little smaller asboras.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah,
Well,
thanks for
cool.
having me on.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Do you have a channel that you want to mention or anything? Or
I do. I'm kind of new to that whole thing. I do a
sure.
video once in a while, but it's basically just my name, Kevin
Okay,
Rosenberg. So,
great. Well, if you want, comment on this stream once it's live and put your info in the comments, and then people can come find you.
all right, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great tanks. Thank you. So,
Thank you for
yeah.
showing us, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, Scott, it's your turn.
How's it going, Alex?
It's going great. This makes my life so easy.
I can imagine. So this here, I don't know if you can see them. I'm filming from my phone here. My little juvenile discus. We got some pigeon blood and I believe, hold on, sorry, some turquoise, and there goes my
Big
pleco.
old pleco.
Just
Beautiful.
yeah, he's a algae to poop converter. That's all he is.
Yeah, plecos poop those long
But
curly Q poops.
those necklaces.
Yeah.
He's yeah. So these guys, they came from my previous tank. For some reason, I thought we were gonna move and couldn't take the pair I had, so I sold them, and we kept the babies, and here they are.
The discus there.
Yeah, these are the babies.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
What
we
size
got.
tank is that?
This is a repurpose. So here in Texas, at least, I'm here in San Antonio. What they do is a bulk pickup, and so what that means is everybody puts out their unwanted items, and over time people start picking at them. But at a specific date, what they do is they come in with their big old motorcade of I guess dump trucks and start lifting everything. And what people do is they just toss tanks out. And
Wow.
yeah, so this one, I took off all the bracing and took it off, resealed it, bought some new stuff for it, and here we go.
Right on.
So that day we picked up about 4 tanks, a 75-gallon, this 50 from what I calculated on the measurements, because it doesn't have the, I didn't get to talk to the people who tossed it out.
Right.
But yeah, so got it specifically for the discus, and I watch y'all's videos all the time, and Co-op and Mark Shrimps, and you name it, all of them.
Yeah.
And even MD, with you and MDs and all them, they're aquascaping. I just fell in love with it. I did it for therapy,
Right on. Me
and
too,
then
man. That's exactly what I do. I mean, it gets you out of whatever you're kind of, if you get stuck in a rut mentally, it definitely
oh yeah,
just kind of quiets everything.
oh yeah, I went from painting to this. I still paint. Here's one of my little things there.
Oh wow, that looks great too,
Beautiful.
man.
I appreciate it.
Breeze over it, Scott. You got to show us what you did there at least, man.
Yeah, come
Well,
on.
I'm sorry.
Show us that there,
I'm sensitive. I'm sensitive, guys.
Look at the
Be
detail. That is incredible. Scott.
Absolutely amazing, dude.
yeah, that is beautiful.
So I've got about 300 paintings just hanging out in the house.
So you needed a lot of therapy. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, no, dude, it's. I'm glad I can laugh about it now.
Yeah, no, I understand, buddy.
But oh yeah. I mean, we all need therapy if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're human.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
my position, I don't want a sob story going on, but it was rough. Lost career, lost everything you can think of.
Man,
Everything picked back up, and you know, this, you guys posting your videos and sharing your knowledge, it just saved me. Because I grew up doing this, and then I stopped for about 10 years. And then this, just brought me back to being a kid, and that's exactly what I needed.
right on. Well, that's the biggest compliment I feel like I can get, is put the info out there for other folks to then take it wherever they want to, creatively or therapeutically or, whatever it may be. But that's the goal, share my journey, tell folks they're not alone. I mean, so many of us have, whether it's trauma or loss or whether it's just being inquisitive, but I think most of us also have the same story of being into fish and having to put them down, whether it's because of school or a husband or girlfriend or boyfriend or work or whatever, and then coming back around to them. And now I think plants have changed the name of the game for a lot of people too, the aquascaping and the plants. So for me, that was the case.
That's taking care of fish is some people think you can just set it and really forget it, and for some fish they're a little harder than others, but once I started planting one by one, every little I started out, I had always wanted a planted aquarium, always, and then I started, because I'm very, I don't know, I guess analytical. So
Sure.
doing everything precisely, one by one, doing from the tissue cultures, and then, it working out. Well, I mean, for the most part, I'd say 85%.
Yeah, that's about my rate too. Some of them are just like, what did I do? I don't know why it won't work.
And
trial and error.
Right, but also the video of why they melt away like that, and they're what you said, and I had an idea of it because my thing was science and biology. I loved it.
Right on.
Growing up, so I had an idea, but watching the video, I was like, see, that makes sense.
Well, hopefully if you have the knowledge of why it's happening, you can then try different things to prevent it or to change how it's happening,
Right.
Or at least you're not completely in the dark when something happens. So often in this hobby, whether it's not knowing the nitrogen cycle or not knowing that their fish is going to become a monster fish, whatever it may be, it's because people don't have the information. They're not stupid. They just are uninformed of X, Y, or Z. And oftentimes it's not easy information to get a hold of. So, the more we can all work to get the information out there, the easier and more fun I think we can have as a community. So
I agree.
Yeah. So here's a little experiment I'm running. It's more of a nursery. I have about, I'd say 6 other shrimp tanks that they're in a darker area. I know I shouldn't have these guys in there with my Neos, but
that's fine. If it works, it works, man. I don't ever fault anyone for that.
That's not their permanent home. So I've had these before, but they were I wouldn't say they were finicky. It was more of, I didn't really understand what they needed to thrive.
Sure.
So now I know. I have their tank. Literally, I just set it up today. These guys have been here about a week.
Right on. That's a good sign. A week is a good. People lose them the first day, and around the third day, and then around a month. and then 6 months. And, those are the spots where I notice shrimp, tend to hit these walls where people have issues. But I wanted to real quick, sorry to interrupt, but we've got a new member, and I wanted to thank you very much, Glassbox Fox, new member of the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome.
Welcome,
And
Glassbox.
check that community tab. I had the hint of how to get spend $65 or $70 at Aquatic Arts, and with the gift certificate, I had that hint under the members only tab, and then somebody else found out about it. I don't know how, but regardless, it came up in the live stream yesterday. So the cat's out of the bag now, but I try to do members only little, heads up on sales and things like that. But in case you missed it earlier, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you go to Aquatic Arts right now, who I like to work with, they have a deal going, and it's $80 for a $100 gift certificate. I mean, it's 20% off all gift certificates, and you can spend it yourself. It's an electronic gift certificate, and basically you buy the gift certificate, and then you email them and say, Alex from Secret History, or just Alex, they'll know, told me about this deal, and then they'll activate it so you can use my discount codes on top of that discounted card. So you can get, if say you bought a $50 gift card, you're only going to pay $40 for that gift card. They're going to let them know that you heard about it from me. And then when you do spend it, you can use my Secret History 10 or Secret History 15 if it's the first time, and get 10 or 15% off that. Plus, you can also get their clearance stuff. So some stuff might be as much as 90% off with that. So just wanted to kind of make that shout out again, because I thought it was really cool that they offered us to be able to do that. So I'll shut up now, but there's the plug.
Well, all right, guys, I'd like to thank you and, featuring me on this, and thank you for everything you do, and keep it up.
Yeah, Scott, thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing, Scott.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Have a good night.
Oh, look who's
It's me. How are you?
What do you have to say for yourself, sir?
Seems like it's been forever since I've seen you, Alex.
I know, right? Actually, I was going to show you real quick. I moved those little. I don't know if you saw when I was filming the Nanochromis too, but let's see here. I also moved the other guys today, and they're in my new aquascape. If I can figure out this live StreamYard thing, I'm so dumb with this stuff, man.
Dude, I put yours in the day I got home, and I have yet to find them again. They got lost in the structure. Haven't seen them.
That is real typical of pygmy sunfish.
They're living their best life.
So here are those little golden. Of course, I just try to film, and immediately it hides behind the rock. But these are those little cichlids you brought down to me. Some of them, but I got them some.
Very similar to the Splendens.
Yeah, this one came with an injured gill plate, but I don't think it's ammonia or anything. I think he got nipped because it's just totally gone. But it's not infected or anything, and he seems fine, or she seems fine. So I'm keeping an eye on it, and I did a salt bath right away. And other than that, the other ones are all fine. They're all frisky and running around playing tag. So these guys are interesting, though.
240-gallon behind me.
It's a little bigger than this 10-gallon, just a little.
Un poquito, just a little bit.
Yeah, I've wanted to keep bigger cichlids for so long. Like Central American ones are the main ones I want to keep, but all my tanks are too small. We need to get a house before I can, get a 120 or something.
I got visions of what your place is probably going to look like within a year of moving in, Alex.
Yeah, we'll see. A lot of it depends on, just Well, a lot of it depends on, medical bills, what house if we remodel versus if it's a turnkey, but yeah, there are some situations I can envision in which the basement would just turn into a giant, like 3,000-gallon aquarium.
Good Lord, what is it, like a 15-inch piece of chocolate or what?
Yeah, it's a pretty big one. And I thought at first that they had use like house sealant to glue it together, but it's hardened pitch that I chipped off. It doesn't go all the way around, but yeah, it's turning more yellow underwater. But yeah, it's just a big, nice big piece of choil wood. And yeah, so I mean, this is only a 10-gallon tank, so I mean, perspective, but
It looks so
yeah,
much bigger on camera.
I know, right? That's what they all say. Let's see. I mean, this one too, it's less than 20 slightly.
That one is so beautiful. I love how that one escaped.
But I got the 3.0 on it and another little Archeon light on it. So it's high light. It's a little over 2 weeks in, and you can see that the algae is starting to really pick up on it. But where the nearite snails go, I mean, they're just like little algae busters. Like this rock here, you can see where it's been.
Is that local rock?
Yeah, this is all Oso jade from the Cascades.
Gorgeous, man.
It is.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Oso jade, and then a little bit of quartzite, a little bit of basalt in it, and then right now I've got 3 little baby plecos in there. This guppy's been in here the whole time while it's being cycled, but I've got a deep anoxic filtration, like a plenum kind of thing going on here, where it's real slow moving water and just bacteria will be in there. Up in the higher level, it'll be it's lava rock, so it'll be oxygen based nitrification, whereas deep down here I needed to add iron and sulfur to it. And if you use iron oxide and any sulfur compound, you can just add that to it. Like they call that the power sand by ADA, I think sometimes, and other stuff like that. But that will allow the bacteria to not use oxygen, and it'll eat, instead of eating oxygen, it eats ammonia straight out of the water as gas, ammonium. And then it'll poop out nitrates back into the water that seep out for the plants, or the plant roots will get it. So it's kind of like Novak's system, but a little different. It's not as intentional. I mean, it's still relying on a normal filtration, plants and surface area to filter everything. But the tank is designed to be, golden ratio starting here and spiraling out that way. And same from above, if you center it there, same from the side. So I actually planned the tank by sketching out on a piece of graph paper where things were going to be, and then I went and found the rocks. So let's see here. We have someone else in the guest slot here. All right, we've got Ginger. Let's see here. Gingerbread Aquatics. How's it going, sir?
It's going well, Alex. How about you?
Good. Welcome.
Well, I figured you asked that you see people's faces so you could put a name with the face.
Yeah.
So I figured I would have this on this way first, then turn around the camera so you could see me. I reached out to you on Facebook and was the one that shared the article for the research articles, just to put a name to the face.
Oh, great. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Good to see you.
So we should have flipped it around. So this is just my system in the second bedroom that we have, and I have my Celestia Prodanias up there, and then some Illosoma gilberteri that I'm trying to spawn, and then a fry tank along the bottom.
Nice.
Very cool. I'm getting mad scientist vibes from that corner. I really like that.
Yeah, wow.
So, I'm in my graduate school right now for a master's in aquaponics or aquaculture. So
Great.
sort of goes with it. But yeah, I have all of my. I'll give a little close up of the spawning system up here. It's just a continual harvesting for eggs for CPDs because there's a false bottom in here that the eggs fall through since they're not adhesive, and then I just come in here with a little siphon and siphon out 15 to 20 eggs a day from the group, and then just move them down into the floating containers in the tank below so that they have the same water going from this tank up here to this tank
Very
down
good
here.
idea.
I mean, professional, man. How many are you growing out? Like, are you selling them and stuff, or?
I am selling them. Yeah, I sold. I think I've probably sold around 80 of them locally. I ended up delivering, like actually going out and delivering them to people's homes. One of the times I was at a swap meet. The other times I just stopped producing them because I was running out of tank space because I only have these 2 tanks and then my show tank. So I'm sort of limited on my space, and this is the amount of space that my wife is allowing me to have.
That's how it started for me, and now I have 20 tanks. So I mean,
know,
just keep chipping away at it.
I
man.
got this one for $20, so it's going to be her
Just
tank
remember,
next.
any new tank you get has always been there.
Yes.
If it all fits on a rack, I mean, as long as it's just get a 2-foot longer rack, and then you add more tanks, and then it's the same rack.
Yep. So that's the next thing I'm hoping to do is the Ilosoma Gilberti and trying to get those. I've been reading some articles about them online, and I think they should be pretty easy to spawn. It's just the same thing with the CPDs of getting the fry or rainbow fish, getting the fry past the point where you can get them to brine shrimp, baby brine shrimp, and then after that, they're pretty much golden from there on forward.
You know, that's why they're so easy to colony breed in theory, is because you just could literally throw a piece of lettuce in. Like if you had anything more than a 10-gallon, they can totally they're like kind of like Batis or anything else in that way. And they can also withstand crazy temperature swings, and you know
that's why I like them.
Yeah, I only wish that you could cross them with Batis genetically. That would make such a cool fish.
Yeah, well, Batis are from Asia, correct?
Yeah, they're from India, the Himalayas mostly, and some are from Myanmar too. But
okay. Yep. Oh, and then the last thing I should mention is that this tank, well, it's serving as like the temperature for everything. Like it's regulating the temperature for all those totes. I also have a blue shrimp line that I'm working on and calling out and getting it to a more blue, as well as growing out some super red bristlenose plecos in there as well. So
wow, you have made use of your space quite efficiently.
I've tried to do that because I didn't want to just have a shrimp only tank, and I also wanted to be able to breed. So it made sense to have the floating containers on top, which are just old, like old lunch or like cafeteria style containers that you would see at buffets or things like that. They're just old ones of those that are just floating. And then I might as well throw something in the bottom of the tank rather than just letting it sort of sit there. So
right on.
And I left the light on too long.
Is it green water right now?
Yeah, it's green water right now, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, the fry love that.
Yeah, because it's just as simple as just dunking this corner into the water and pulling water out, and there's my water change for the day.
Nice.
So
very efficient. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. Do you have a channel or anything documenting this?
Yeah, I have. It's the same name that's on screen as Gingerbread Aquatics.
Okay. And if you want, feel free also to go ahead and post any of that info in the comments after the video goes live, and then people can find it.
Sounds good. And I'll go show you guys my show tank real quick, and then
there's a show tank.
Yes.
It's, wait, there's more.
There's one more tank. So this is the.
Oh no.
It's a little. I haven't gotten to cleaning it after coming back from visiting people, but this is the tank as it is. It's the main reason why I wanted to breed Celestia Proldanios is I didn't want to pay for a large tank of Celestia Proldanios. In here, I have probably about 30 odd adults in here. More or less.
That's so cool. That's a dream of mine. I literally started on that endeavor, and then got sidetracked and started breeding gold ring Danios and erythromicrons, and I got hooked on what else could I breed rather than more CPDs.
So there's probably about 30 in here, and that was what I wanted to do, and I accomplished that. So now it's on to the next project.
Great.
For my tanks. But yeah, that's
Now, are they still shy in that tank, or do they come out more because there's so many of them?
They come out more. I originally had almost 100 in here from when I was breeding them, but I think my heater was being wonky and it was throwing out a current that I couldn't detect. But I think it was stressing the fish out and it was killing them off and only them off. So I slowly diminished it. But when there was a ton in there, they were just constantly swimming like in and around all of the plants and coming out. Like they're not shy at all as I move the camera towards them.
Right on.
So.
Well, thank you for sharing. It looks like Jamie Lee's up next.
Thank you for coming up, Andrew.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. We'll chat later.
Yes.
We're switching screens now. Whoops.
Hi.
There we go. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Welcome, Jamie.
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for the welcome. I'm pretty kind of shy to do this, but I wanted to show my tanks, and I don't have a YouTube channel, and I've only been my biggest tank has been up for only a year. So
that's okay.
That's totally everybody's welcome. Everyone is welcome.
Okay.
This
so
is
let me turn my see if I can
just
turn my.
You don't need to be sure with the fish cam.
Hang on a second. My dog's
We don't
scratching
fight
his
that
great
hard.
I was trying to turn my camera around. How do I do that?
Under settings.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. There's.
Well, that was the cam. Turn that back on.
Oh. Oops.
Oh yeah, that thing looks like that should be how you do it, but you go to more or settings.
Oh, there we go.
And then there's more, and then settings, and then camera, and then select the one of the bottom two.
What are you?
Oops. Okay, hang on. Oh, there we go.
Ta-da!
Magic.
Yeah.
Another trick, if you turn your camera horizontal, we can see the whole tank.
Like that?
Yeah. Thanks, Kenny. I appreciate it. That's why I need you guys here.
So I'm kind of having a hard time hearing everything because I had a phone call and on my phone, and then when that happens, it seems to like turn all of my audio settings down. So I hope you guys can hear me okay.
We can hear you great.
Okay. So this is a very overstocked tank right now. I just added a bunch more fish to it.
Looks fine to me.
This is my 20-gallon. And I have a lot of plants, as you can see.
Yeah, it looks fine to me.
Beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
So I have like, and Alex helped me with my, I originally set out to get a bunch of gold ring Danios because I think that they're just so beautiful. And here's a bunch right here. I hope you can see them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
But I ended up ordering from a not very reputable company. And I ordered 12 gold ring Danios, and they sent me 11 very, very young CPDs that were not on anything but live food. So slowly they all died. It was horrible.
That's
and
rough.
Anyway, I learned a lot from that, but if I can see, here's one. I do have 2 left. Here's one of them.
That one looks nice, healthy, and happy.
Oh yeah, they are so cute, and I love them. But there's only 2 of them, and I kind of feel bad that there's not a whole bunch because I originally wanted.
They get along really well with the gold ring Danios too. They think they're the same.
Yes, they do.
Those in erythromicrons, they all think they're the same fish.
Yeah,
and also
I think so.
my colony of 37 CPDs started from 2. So if they're a pair, you could be lucky.
They might be a pair, and I'm not really sure if they're male. I'm pretty sure one of them is for sure male. The other one seems like a male too, but honestly, I don't know.
That one looked like a male that I just saw, but I don't know for sure.
I agree. And here's my this is Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Nice. You have such a
like
cool
my
selection in that tank.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
That's such a cool selection with the neon blue Axelrod Rasboras and then the little Batis I see in there and the Epistos, and man, cool tank.
It.
Oh, thanks. And my plant, it took me forever to actually grow plants, and now they're doing okay, but it was a really long haul to get. Oh yeah, and these are my very favorite new fish. It's not focusing very well, but I
Oh,
am
the hatchet
enamored
fish.
with these hatchet fish.
Amy Lou, you're cracking me up. She said at Jamie Lee's tank, she says is overstocked. Then she looks over to her legitimately overstocked tank. Yeah, your tank's
That's
fine.
funny.
Those are all little fish. Yeah.
So I'm turning off my overhead light, and this is my boyfriend's pea puffer tank.
Oh, that's
Oh, nice.
beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
And wouldn't you know it, I'm the one with the more fish experience. And this is his very first tank ever. And he can grow anything and everything in
What's
it.
the substrate in there?
Oh, so, okay. Well, this is a plastic bag because it was ruining this table because of the drips of water that we were doing. But anyway, the substrate here, let me turn the light back on. The substrate is...
Oh, wow. Nice and deep. Okay. Yeah.
It's dirt with a sand cap. And then in the very back here, over here, he did put some of the gravel when I redid my tank with a different type of substrate a few months ago. And so he used some of that in here. But he has 5 pea puffers in here. This is a 14-gallon cube.
Wow.
And we have some endlers, as you can see.
Yeah.
And there's 2 coolie loaches in here and just like a ton of different types of plants.
Self-control. Talk about self-control. I would have 50 pea puffers in there.
Well, and you know what? They're not at least this group setting, they're not near as aggressive as people say they are.
No, they'll take the anger out on each other if there's like 3, 4, 5 of them. They usually the thing that I've noticed, I have a video where they're actually sleeping and they're trying to sleep. The male who's dominant is trying to sleep at the highest point in the tank with the best view. And they're fighting. Yeah, I've noticed that they fight over it. And so I actually gave my colony to a gal who her son wanted some, and so I traded her for a tank. But I miss them. I want some again. And it's funny, they'll sleep on the leaf at night. Like they'll kind of settle down on a rock or a leaf. But if you watch them, watch who's the top highest in the water level puffer. And that's usually the alpha male who doesn't get messed with, other than the secondary male who's going to come and bug him and try to steal his spot every once in a while.
Well, cool. That's good to know. So I'm going to turn this light back off, and I have a couple more tanks to show if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
But here, let's see.
I know you're always in the streams too, so it's great to see you on camera.
Oh, thank you. So this is my boyfriend's. He has more tanks than I do, even though I've been doing this much longer. This is his cherry shrimp breeding tank. And it's just like, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's just tons of baby shrimp in here all over the place.
Now, what's that thing floating? Is that just a snail on the glass?
The floating thing is a snail.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he has all kinds of like moss and different plants and stuff. Yeah, and he has some anchor cats in here.
Oh, cool. Those will get bigger.
And let's see. So this is a 10-gallon, and it's in my kitchen. But it's a lot of fun.
Not at all.
Yeah. So okay, let's see. Let's see if I can turn this around. And then I'm going to go downstairs because this is where the last tanks are. And I'm turning the light off so there's no glare.
By the way, just in case folks are watching, Chevy Fish just posted Kenny E's channel, top window above me. Another great channel, him and his wife, Aquatic Aquatics. There's a link to the channel that Chevy just posted. So thank you, Chevy. Appreciate it.
Nice.
So are you going to be doing this every day, Alex?
No, probably not. Just once in a while, I don't know. I usually have a theme or a researched paper that I try to do, you know.
I was
I
gonna
try
say,
to
if we
do,
could do this next time, I'm gonna put my big screen up, put it on the big screen so I can really see this stuff, man.
yeah, we'll definitely do it again. I mean, I'm going to do it in the future because there's a lot of people that want to do it. But it's funny because I ask ahead of time and no one volunteers to do it. And then waiting to come up, I have 14 people. So, you know, like we'll do Sunny after Jamie, and that's probably going to be it for the night. But
Okay.
yeah, like I love that people are enthusiastic about it the day of, but it makes it harder to plan. I'd love it if people would want to tell me, you know, next Tuesday, I'd love to do it, you know, and then we could plan it for sure. Like Kenny, I'd love to see your tanks. I'll give you a whole episode, buddy.
He's got a lot of tanks to go through.
You can just go to his channel though.
Yeah,
That's
it would probably be more than an hour, my friend. 73 or 4. I've lost track.
run.
I believe when he did his fish house tour, part 1 and 2, each episode is like 45 minutes. So
True. Yeah, go watch that on his channel is actually a better way to do it.
Okay, and so this is my shrimp tank that I just barely set up, and it has a lot of like just leftover plants from my tank upstairs that I decided I didn't want in there anymore, including these 2 potted plants. And there's only a few shrimp in here. They're not breeding yet. And then this is my this is my like kind of quarantine tank that is now kind of turned into my accidental guppy nursery.
Yeah, I got lots of those.
I have a few accidental fried tanks as well. It happens.
Yeah, there used to be like 200 baby guppies in here or something like that, or 150 or so.
Yeah.
But I just gathered up a bunch and brought them back to my local fish store. Oh yeah, and when I put my my neon blue rasboras into the tank upstairs 2 days ago, I missed one, so he's in here. So I have to fetch him out and put him upstairs. But anyway, this is it. It's my tanks.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. And I mean, you say you're new at the hobby, but that's very impressive. That first tank, really, I loved it. That one especially.
Oh,
They're
thank
all
you so
great.
much. That means a lot.
Gorgeous. They really were gorgeous. Keep it up.
Yeah.
They are beautiful.
Well, thanks,
Jamie.
guys. I appreciate it. And Alex, I wanted to say thank you so much for all of your time that you have spent answering questions via text and everything like that. You are amazing in this hobby and just a really invaluable source of information. And so thank you so much.
If I can help, I will. I don't know anything about goldfish or Lake Tanganyika, but a lot of the nano stuff I've dealt with quite a bit. So I'm glad I can help a little, and you know, just pay it forward. That's all I ask, you know.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day, Sammy.
Okay. You too. Bye.
All right, Sonny, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Sorry
Hello,
for the wait,
Sonny.
my friend. Hello.
So yeah, this is one of my 3 tanks.
Is your phone in do you have the rotation button on your phone? It might be on like locked screen portrait versus landscape.
Oh,
There we go. Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah. Right on.
Here's my tank. I started this tank around like 3 years ago, and yeah, so I'm still fairly new, and it's still not perfect, but yeah, today I recently got some new mosses. So this is Christmas over here, Weeping over here, and then back here I got some Swasser tank.
Yes, yeah.
Very cool.
That's a nice one. That must be a northern Swassertongue. It's a Pelia, you know, and there's actually about 100 species, and we just call them all one in the hobby because genetically it's way too hard. You have to do a DNA test, and they're all so similar. They don't have any differences in their spores or in their anything. And the northern ones form much tighter, and so they like to aquascape with those ones, whereas the ones from the tropics are the kind that just float all over the place and turn into seaweed messes all over your tank.
Yeah, I really like it because it has like the refugium vibe.
Kenny, you're on mute.
Yeah, you're muted, Kenny.
Sorry, guys. I said I was trying to move the camera myself. I wanted to see that endler up close. That thing was looking pretty good.
Yeah, those endlers are beautiful. Are those Lucas Bretz endlers?
Yes, they're the rainbow tiger endlers.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's where my
Nice.
line started too.
But
The
for
one I've
some
got.
reason, this female has been quite skinny for a while, and I've been medicating, and she's just not gaining any weight yet. So I'm still trying to work it out.
Got it. So you've treated her for parasites, yeah?
Yeah.
So she could just have a wasting issue. You know, she might have a kidney issue. Guppies frequently, female guppies after they give birth run into trouble and get that sunken belly sometimes too, even when you take care of stuff. I mean, if you haven't tried levamisole, like a harder, a higher strength dewormer, you could try that. But I would separate her from the rest of the tank so that, you know, that's such a harsh dewormer that it can kill fish too sometimes. So.
Yeah, and well, here's the goby.
Right on. Is a Stiphodon?
Stiphodon. I'm
Yeah.
not really sure what, like, it's not like blue, but when I got in the store, it came with the glass goby. It was like
Interesting.
SICY or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately that one passed away because there was actually a previous tank with all of this stuff in it. It cracked during one of my Zoom meetings, unfortunately, and then I had to move everything into a bucket and move it back into this tank.
Wow. Yeah. Well, everybody looks like they're running around happy and healthy now.
Yeah, I have some Koi fry from this 55 over here.
Right on.
Very cool.
In this 55, I have, I think, 11 angels now.
Wow. And are those rainbow fish that I just saw a peek of too?
Yep, the neon rainbow. Only the male now. The female got some sort of mouth fungal infection when I first got her.
Like a cottony thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
did you get her at Did you get her at Petco or PetSmart?
No, I actually got it off of my friend. Yeah, so he gave me the two after he started breeding them, and this was one of his batches.
Interesting. Yeah, I've just noticed the ones at Petco and PetSmart are all prone to all sorts of stuff, but you know, it can happen to even the healthiest places. You can have an issue sometimes. But
yeah, so
everybody looks happy in there. That's kind of like my combo tank of cribs and angelfish. And what are those little barbs, or are those rasboras, or what are those?
Rasboras. I think
nice.
There should be 5 like harlequin rasboras and
nice.
2 glow light rasboras.
Yeah. Yep.
I like your little community you got going on in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's 10 silver tip tetras in here as well.
Nice. The crinum is really nice too. That your crinum plant.
Crinum, I believe I got this off of Dustin's fish tank, the crinum natans.
Yeah. Nice.
This, along with my 2 swords and the jungle valley, like creates like this like really tall plants. And earlier I had to cut back some of the jungle valley because it was reaching all the way over here and down there.
I've been there before. Yeah, definitely. Same with the water lilies. If they get out of control, if they get a hair in their nose or whatever you want to call it, they just decide to grow like no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I learned
I've been having that issue with redwood floaters. Just thick matted on top of my 30.
I learned a trick with the lilies though. If you tie them in a loose knot, they can't grow in a knot. And so they'll stop growing upward at that point. Like if you've got enough slack that it's like at the top of your tank and it's still like, you know, going all the way across the tank and over and stuff, and there's just crazy, if it's not just getting to the top and stopping growing, then you can take the slack and tie in like a loop in it, not tightly, you don't cinch it down or anything, but just tie it in a over under normal, like you tie your shoe first knot, and the plant can sense it or something, because it won't. I was hoping it would grow taut, and then I'd have like this knot preserved in the plant, but it never worked. But it's worked to stop them from crawling all over the tank.
Yeah, maybe I should try that, because these lilies, I cut them yesterday. I cut the whole entire tank yesterday, and they were all over the place. I mean,
Well, that's a beautiful tank, and it's very very similar to what one of the like flooded forest floor basins of the Orinoco Delta would look like, actually. You know, minus the crinum, that's African plant, but
yeah. And down here is my cryptarva, one of my favorite plants.
yeah, that's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have the Java fern all floating in there because I don't have any wood yet.
Ah, yeah, they'd probably like some tannins. That's a good point.
And then here's my 29 gallon. There's no filter, no heater, but there's some fry and some Danios in here.
Yeah, Danios do great at room temperature, I've noticed. CPDs and stuff too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I mean,
over here I have Anubias just floating as well. Here's one of the longfin Danios.
Nice. I've got some of those right next to my head right now. They're all right up in here.
He's just like, and I'm gone.
Yeah, of course. Are you? Oh, you've got two lights. Are those floodlights from like
Yeah.
Home Depot or something?
These are just floodlights from Amazon, and I had to,
Nice.
DIY, like, just I just spliced the wires and connected them together.
Nice. I've got a link, I think, that's still on mine in my description, should be, that's for 20, I think it's 24 or 25.99 for two lights very similar to that. I think they're 30-watt floodlights that are 6,500 Kelvin. Yours look like maybe 5,500 Kelvin. Do you know?
I don't really remember. I bought them quite a while ago, maybe like a year or two.
Okay. Well,
And I
they
just
seem to
started
be growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all the
Awesome.
Pogostemon from the other tank. It was growing like crazy, and I just threw them all in here.
Right on. Well, that's cool. Now, do you have a channel, Sonny?
No, but sometimes I go onto Twitch and I stream scaping my tanks.
Oh, awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah,
If
so
you want to share that in the comments after this video gets posted, we'd love that, so that folks could follow that.
yeah.
Yeah, so I can find and connect with you.
I have a jar over here that I want to start a scape with. It's not too big, but it's right here.
Oh yeah, you could get, if you didn't put the lid on it, you could literally have pygmy sunfish in there. They're that compact.
That's a decent sized jar.
Yeah,
Right, Alex? He wouldn't lose them in that thing.
yeah. I still lose them in my 1 gallon bowl, the pair that I have in there.
Do you really?
I do, yeah. I mean, I can find them if I dig through it.
I put them in. It's like a
Yeah.
I think 20-gallon orb or something. It's called.
Oh man, you're never gonna see those again. You'll see it when they have babies, if anything.
Yeah,
I'd get another female Kenny, and if you can, and try to throw one in there, and then maybe you just get like a colony going, and they just won't find their babies to eat them.
In a year, you might see one or two.
And then when you clean it out, you'll have 40.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me the first time, is I had a 2-gallon tank, and I cleaned it out. Yeah, I started with 2, and I cleaned it out, and there were 7 full-grown in there a year and a half later. I was like, how did this happen?
But yeah, I was originally going to put some pygmy sunfish in here once I finish scaping it. But yeah, I didn't know how many to put in there though.
I think with the size of fish you have in there, they'd be really overwhelmed. You know, they live in your jar, you mean?
In the jar, yeah.
Yeah. I'd put 2 or a trio in there. Yeah, I mean, they only get half an inch to an inch to 3/4 of an inch long. And I've had them completely survive off of not being fed and just eating the Artemia in the jar in a windowsill. Like if it's not winter, at winter time, I didn't want to do that, but I was feeding them baby brine shrimp. But after a while, I started, spacing out the baby brine shrimp feeding, and I got to the point where literally I didn't have to feed them. They just were eating whatever little microscopic. I mean, there's planaria in there and a couple snails, so they just ate whatever was in there.
I'm really enjoying the Cory catfish synchronized swimming session.
I know. I love it when they do
I
that. And
laugh
then
5 times fast.
when they start to headbutt each other in the tummy, then you know that there's going to
Yeah.
be babies coming too.
And they start teeing off.
Are those orange, the Venezuelans, or what are those?
No, I believe they're just
Oh, they're
green
bronze.
animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they the Aeneas ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Bronze or green or whatever. They have so many names. Those are the same as the Venezuelans. They're the same as the black. They're the same as the red laser, orange laser, and purple laser. It's insane. I don't know why. And they sell mostly those as albinos too.
Yeah,
Well, go ahead.
No, it's okay. You can go ahead.
Nope.
Okay. So yeah, I was planning to put some of the Corys once they're done growing up, because I have 4 in this tank, 1 big chunky female and 3 tiny males. And then so every like 2 or 3 days they just lay eggs everywhere on the tank. And so I was thinking of putting them in a tub outside, maybe towards the summer when it gets hot. Or maybe in I have a 500-600 gallon pond in the back with some koi and some
Wow.
And I also
Where do you live?
California.
Okay, Southern California?
North Cal.
Like Sacramento or farther north than that?
San Jose.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's probably a great. I mean, your Corys would probably do okay out there. The angelfish, it might be a little cold for still, but or too hot, in the day and too cold at night, sort of thing. But you could try it out. It depending on how you bury it and insulate it is kind of the key too. Just depends on what kind of swings you're getting.
Yeah.
But Big J has angelfish outside, I think. Big J's fish keeping. He's in Bakersfield though.
Yeah, well, I also have I have a whole entire another ecosystem back there. I have 2 or 3 tubs out there. The big pond. I have geese.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I feed the geese actually like my extra clippings when I don't have space in my tank, so I just throw them out into the pond. Either the geese eat them or the goldfish eat them.
Oh yeah, the duckweed and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would say that those Corys would go nicely in with the angels too. If you put some wood in there too for tannins, you've got they'd have lots of room to run up and down the glass in there. Yeah. Well, thank you for showing us your tank, Sonny. I appreciate it. And if you'll post a link later when this thing posts to your Twitch streams, or when it happens, you can always post to my Facebook group or wherever's a good spot for you. You can use any of my platforms to share what you're up to. That goes for everyone here. Anybody who's doing something they love, please share. So
yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks, Sonny.
Thank you for coming, Sonny. Thank you for showing us your tanks.
Okay, have a good day, guys.
You too.
You too.
All right, Kenny.
Sonny.
You have any last words for us? Thank you for coming up and
Hug your fish.
hug. I heard hug your fish. What did you say?
I said love your fish. Love.
Yeah. However is legal in your state. Thank you, Kenny. Thanks for helping.
I'm in Oregon, brother. We got about the same set of rules as you do up there, so that means probably ain't no rules in Oregon.
Yeah, you can probably do whatever you want. It just can't be your cousin. If the fish is your cousin, it's not okay.
Or right. He just looks up at you with those deer eyes.
How did I talk such a sweet human being into this debauchery? surrounded by
It's
Kenny.
not that bad. It's not that bad.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys being up here. Do you guys want to share any social media contacts or anything like that? Kenny, you want to do a little shout out real quick?
All I have is the Aquatic Aquatics on YouTube, Aquatic Aquatics on Facebook, and then the other two are just my personal stuff. The Kenny on Instagram, and that's it.
Sounds good. And Roxy, what's up, Roxanne? What? Sorry, I know you're not Roxy or Ro.
No,
You're
Roxanne, Roxy. You can call me Roxy, Roxanne. It's okay.
Okay, all right. Foxy,
the only
Roxy.
the only platform I'm working with currently is YouTube. And I did just get stickers in, so if anyone's interested, just visit that section and I'll send you a sticker.
You know, everybody's been emailing me saying, Alex, can I get some stickers? I got some from so-and-so and their channels that have been around a year. I've been going to be 5 years and I still don't have any darn stickers. And I've designed, I know, and I've just designed Lucas Bretz stickers, and I've designed, there's 13 channels I've done logos for now, and I don't have one for my own, so I really need to get on that.
Price on stickers when you're ready.
Yeah. I've heard some people say sticker app and some people say Jace. Is it Jason or has the hookup on them?
Jason, and I don't know if you've seen mine. Mine are huge.
Yeah, yours are chunky.
1,000 of them for like just under $150.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
not bad.
Yeah. Are they die cut, or are they like? Do they have any like special cut to them, or are they square or circular, or what's?
Mine are just square.
Square. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know die cutting gets real expensive, but you know, I've seen some that look pretty cool. Aqua Balls has some that look pretty cool. But thank you guys so much. Oh yeah, Oddball Aquatics. Yeah. Okay, so Roxanne, please, why is this always, I can't, for some reason this thing is always so close in that I can't, I just got a big fat head. I'm gonna stop pointing. But please, so where can people find you if they'd like to see you?
My YouTube channel is Foxy's Fishes.
All right. Well,
just as my name.
All right. And if you want to post that after the show or whatever, you know, you can. I think it was posted a few times in during the show, but then people can find stuff. But we'll do this again. I think it's fun. I think we should do it at least once a month. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Tonight I was feeling beat up. I'm all swollen from some lupus issues, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna hang in there, but I mean, it ended up okay. But I really appreciate the help, guys. So
anytime. I enjoyed being up here with you. Thank you for allowing me to be your co-host.
Yeah, you know, good way to send out 2020. It's probably the last stream of 2020 for me. Saturday will probably be the next stream. So thank you guys. Thank you, Super Chatter. Thank you, person who joined the channel. Science Gal, hey, good to see you. Just saw you in there. Steel Angus, hello. So many good people in here. I can't name 150 people or whatever. So, but thank you all for joining.
You, mods.
And
thank
we'll
thanks.
Yes, mods. Thank you. So we'll see you guys later. Check out the channels from these two that I'm headbutting. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.